Hey everybody, it's The Only Podcast here, and it's, Nummy here, as always.
The only nummy. There's not
the
one,
only nummy.
not two,
Just
not
one.
three.
Actually, there's only one.
This is
You just said not one.
shit.
Well, maybe there's 6 of me, because I'm that great.
No.
Yes.
Bad Josh.
Good, Josh.
Who's next?
What?
Who's
The only
next?
podcast on the interwebs that fails to keep anonymous.
Don't worry about it. You know
You
what?
No, it's not us, it's John.
Brady.
No, I did it last time.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
no,
yeah, I
last
guess.
time I barely, and then Brady just went full out with it.
It didn't matter, John, it didn't matter at that point. It was so far gone, it just didn't matter.
Just don't worry
I
about
was
it, okay?
far gone. I mentioned a place where no one lives.
That should be like that should be our brand name. The only podcast. See, the only podcast. The only podcast
You're well.
that I'm can't
Hey
keep
everybody,
anonymous.
welcome.
I'm terrible at that, but we're working on it. We'll say.
Yeah, sure. I don't think that's how the song goes, Josh.
See, I know where you sleep.
Oh God. Okay, let's
Yeah,
okay, let's,
so do I. My bed.
Let's move on, guys. All right. Okay. So, will I have to put say the topic?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
All right. So basically, I don't know if this is a rumor. I don't know if this is true or anything. I actually learned this from a whiteboard video that was released today. But PS4 might not be able to record stuff. Like, you won't be able to record stuff, put it on a computer, and put it on YouTube.
I
If
heard about that.
Yeah, so did I.
Like, we were talking
Yeah.
a little bit before we started this, and that
Okay.
like, that would really hurt the console.
It will.
Well, maybe not for the people who don't give a crap about YouTube, but especially the people who are on YouTube. That's just, MOG's gonna
YouTube's
that.
free advertising.
Yeah.
William Shatner.
Yeah, exactly.
John.
I'm sorry, Dodgeball's on TV, and I guess he made the cameo at the end.
Well, exactly. Man, that's not gonna be good for a console. No hardcore gamer that posts on YouTube, whether they're big or not, they aren't gonna get the console. That's the end of the story.
So you're probably going to get Xbox One.
Yep.
Well, they'll probably get them both, just not play PlayStation. Mainly, a large part of that, though, is a lot of the games Xbox gets first, like the DLCs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because Xbox is just first superior to PS4.
Yes, sir.
Shut up.
Like, I mean, it
shut up.
pisses on its grave,
You better be quiet. There is
as
no
the young
grave.
children in Japan cry.
Oh, damn you, Josh, damn you.
Curse you.
Oh, you
Be going, evil
You can
demon.
cuss me, but you gotta take me to dinner first.
What?
no.
And I'll let you do more than curse me, if you know what I mean.
No, thank you. I am not taking that road. I've never been down that road. I don't plan to.
Good.
Good, exactly.
Well, it's open,
What?
if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Just like
you
your
are.
legs.
You are
That's what I
right.
meant.
Oh my God, we went from like PS4 console talk to opening legs. That's guys.
It's not just opening legs, it's opening my legs.
Oh, I see. But that's not the point. What the point is that man, that would be a bad blow. I don't care if the console's going.
I think it'd be
God
pretty good.
dang it! I don't care. I don't care if the people wouldn't care if the console was $100 cheaper. They'll buy
I
it.
definitely
for
don't.
themselves. That's the end
People
of
are always
the
like,
story.
oh, the console's, so much cheaper, and I'm just like, I don't care.
Don't worry
I
about it.
just don't.
Yeah.
To me, it does not matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Realistically, it really isn't. It's, to be quite honest, it's basically it's 2 nights on minimum wage. That's how much you make. Just depending on how your hours are. I'm just going off like a 5
Oh,
hours.
yeah, but that's 2 nights. That's, that's time.
Yeah, but
Like,
no, I'm
people may
talking-
not think, oh, it's, it's only 2 nights, but still, 2 nights where the money could be used for things that you may think is a little bit more useful.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
But then again, I don't really have too much that I don't have much.
You
As
don't, but
used to
other
me. I
people do,
basic-
right?
That's true. That's true.
Josh needs
I usually don't-
magazines.
But usually those
You
people,
know what I mean?
they're not in the video games. They're in the other stuff. They're in the outdoors. Or in the stuff like that. Some people are.
Thanks
sorry.
for make us sound like we're just hiding inside. Yeah, the sun it burns.
I didn't say we hide inside. I'm just
That's
saying that people aren't. I'm not saying that we're bad. Like not bad, but when I'm saying that we fear the outdoors, I'm just saying that
The
there's
outdoors
people.
are scary.
No, I don't.
No, it's not,
Well-
Josh.
Well, it depends. If there's a bear, then I'm probably shitting my pants.
I'd
Fuck
fight
that
it.
shit.
I'd fight it.
I wouldn't.
I would probably curl up in a little ball and cry until...
Josh, you'd be the Bears. Like, he owns
Survival skills, the only nummy.
you. Man versus wild.
That's some Bear Grylls shit.
I think you did there.
Oh my god.
He's like the most searched guy on Bing today.
Who is?
Bear Grylls.
Wow.
God damn.
Why?
I don't even know. It's the fascination with Bear Grylls. This
He's
like
a
any-
rockin' name though.
he does.
really is.
He's so easy to mock, I think is why.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm back. I can't do an impersonation of him. Some people can do it really well, it's really funny.
Yeah.
I watched a video that was called Everyone Poops as read by Morgan Freeman. There was a dude doing a Morgan Freeman impression and reading a book called Everyone Poops.
Oh my god. Morgan Freeman has such an awesome voice.
I know.
Man,
I would eat a child for that voice.
I wouldn't.
if I had a book, if I wrote a
Oh,
book,
if you had a book?
if I wrote a book,
Oh. If I had a book, that makes you sound intelligent.
I would
Read the
have
book.
no. If I wrote a book for like the what are they called? They're like the auto something. It's not an autobiography, but it's like it's like an audio book. Is that what it is? An audio book?
I don't know, it's not autobiography. Autobiography is about yourself.
Yeah, but like an audio book, like
Yeah, I don't know what they're called actually.
An audiobook?
I would have Morgan Freeman narrate that book.
If I had the money, I would have Morgan Freeman narrate my life.
make a documentary.
Yeah, he woke up. I can't.
I
He has
can't.
such an awesome voice, though.
It's such he is the best voice ever. That is the voice of the angel. That is.
Lips of an angel.
Josh, please don't sing. That'd be great. I feel like you could just stop singing.
Stop singing,
That'd be great.
Yeah, I think we're off that topic though.
Anyway, so
It kind of transitions into another topic we're gonna talk
But
about.
I'd fuck Morgan Freeman.
Okay then.
yeah, I don't think that ever fits into any of our topics.
I'm just saying.
Just
If you guys want to call him up and tell him.
It's like if you guys know him, yeah,
Just tell him. There's
There's a
somebody
free
out
blowy
here for
right
him.
here.
Oh man. All right. Well, we got another topic that kind of plays into this.
Does it?
What happens? What might happen in the next gen, which we've been talking about a good amount in this podcast ever since it started. But here it is. In kind of the history of PlayStations and Xbox, in like PlayStation and Xbox, which series of consoles is better?
Yeah,
In my personal opinion, it's the Microsoft consoles.
yeah, same here. But that's because me and Josh both are like fanboys of Microsoft. Josh more so than I, but still.
Yeah, I'm a fanboy. I can honestly say I'm a fanboy of Microsoft. I love it.
See, when it comes to sales, PlayStation blows it out of the water. But I honestly think that is truly the reason. I think PlayStation is the reason why Xbox exists, if you want the truth.
How so?
PlayStation came out in like 1995, 1994, kind of in that time. And let me tell you this. No, the Xbox did not form itself off the Sega Saturn or the goddamn N64.
Sega.
I mean, let's
I
give
could
you.
actually see the Xbox forming itself off the N64.
I couldn't. The graphics, I just can't. I think PlayStations were a heck of a lot better than its opponents.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I have to say that as well.
And in that time, in that generation, they blew them. I don't know. I think N64, they did have good classics on that system, and it did sell a good amount, I think. But I think PlayStation still had a good sale advantage on them. The PlayStation 2, well, Xbox did well in its first console. I will admit that, but the PlayStation 2, there's not much to be said when it's the best-selling console of all time. You can't say anything. You can't. There just isn't. There has been so many people who have bought the PlayStation 2.
Didn't it go off sale here just a couple months ago?
I don't know.
Maybe it was almost a year ago. I heard about it and then I wasn't able to keep track. But I know it wasn't honestly that long ago. In that kind of a term.
No, it just died. It just died off. Like they just stopped making PS2s. But it's like that's most people's starts, to be quite honest. That's most people's start to gaming, I think. Especially how it was sold so much. Obviously, people started off the Xbox, like as you said, Trevor and Josh, and then John, you had an Xbox as well.
Actually, technically, I started Nintendo.
Started Nintendo.
I started
Nintendo,
PC.
and Nintendo.
I started Nintendo, but I turned into liking Xbox.
After you-
No, I started
PC.
I started Sony. Like that was the first thing I played for consoles. Heck, I played an N64. See, I'm just really bad with Nintendo consoles. It's sad. I played a Wii before I played the Nintendo 64.
Really?
Oh my god!
I used to always go over to John's house and just play.
You had no child.
Like we would just go to his house, just play N64. Wouldn't even think. We would just go over to his house, play N64. My mom come pick me up, and that's all we did.
Wow.
Losers.
Josh, what do you want us to
It's the same
do?
thing, but with Halo,
Yeah.
with your twin brother.
Yeah, that's
Well-
true actually.
I think my first Nintendo game was Super Mario Bros. In the NES. But
My
you
first
know,
Nintendo freaking game was Super Smash Brothers and Zelda,
I see.
because those are the best too.
Yeah. I think like this gen, I totally agree. I know I'm a PS3 guy, but Xbox, they had it better. I was just from the friends who have the console, the ratio is just really.
Around here though, Xbox I feel is the superior.
Oh, no doubt.
In some places it's different. Like in some
Yeah.
places it's obvious that PlayStation is. But PlayStation and Nintendo, they're both Japanese, aren't they?
Yeah, but the thing is that like when it comes to the Japanese market, Sony blows them out of the water.
Yeah.
Xbox doesn't get any like.
It's because I'm pretty sure in areas like that, if that's like it's made here, then they'll support it.
Yeah, well, obviously.
It's not like around here where it's kind of whatever you like best. There it's, if it's here, you support it. I believe is how it is. Mind you, I'm not from there and I
See,
don't
I don't
ever
even
plan to be
think-
there.
But there's just like different sections of them, like Microsoft. Like I know like there's Sony Entertainment Japan and America and Europe and kind of that jazz. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I've played games like Sony Computer Entertainment America and Europe, and they have different. So therefore, I don't think Microsoft kind of has that. I think Microsoft is kind of like they really focus on their American market, right? And they dominated it without question. Usually with America comes kind of North America, I'd say.
Indeed.
Yeah, because America is kind of the launch point to send everything off, right?
Yeah.
That is a. So yeah, well, See, it kind of sucks because it's kind of not fair to say because like PlayStation has made more consoles than Xbox has.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah, one
Still
more.
more, John.
But even still, that PlayStation,
I'm just calling it out, I'm sorry.
I think that PlayStation was the thing that kicked off Xbox.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go PlayStation just for that reason. If not, I couldn't say because the PlayStation 2 dominated in one era and the Xbox 360 dominated in another.
Yeah.
Well, you can argue, but I believe it dominated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe too.
You could argue it. You could.
I don't think you can argue the greatest, like the best-selling system of all time. You can't argue that.
Not the PlayStation 2.
No.
I don't know. The Xbox, I really... Like, yes, PlayStation 2 sold more, but I thought the Xbox was a better console.
Yeah.
Myself,
I thought the Xbox was just a stronger console.
But I just don't know how... Because I think they did the same thing, basically. I mean, if anything, they had the exclusives, but even still, PlayStation 2 exclusives were still strong as ever. I mean, I think the PS3 exclusive kind of died off, if you want the truth. But to be quite honest.
Well, The Last of Us, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, but that's probably the only... I couldn't say there was a like really killer series, I'd say. I mean, there's Killzone, there's God of War.
Some people really like those ones, though.
Yeah, God of War, I think, that's on PS2, and that was, yeah. Is it Killzone? Killzone, Uncharted. That's kind of off, that's off Naughty Dog, though. And they
Naughty Dog's so good at what they do.
And they made Crash Bandicoot. And that was...
Love that
Crash
game.
Is awesome.
Mm-hmm. So they made that off PlayStation 2. See, for me, Infamous was not... I mean, it was good, but it wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of one of those decent series. And I mean, I played both. I played Infamous and Infamous 2.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like I said, it was decent, but it wasn't... Like, it was good, but it wasn't great. Like, it wasn't one of those legendary... what do you call them? Like, trademark... Yeah, trademark exclusive series. I mean, you think... I think God of War, kind of what Naughty Dog does when it comes, like, Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted, Last of Us.
Naughty Dog's just good.
Naughty
Whatever
Dog
they make, they're good at. Like, they just have a really good group of guys working there.
It's like the Midas touch. Everything they touch turns to gold.
Just the Midas touch.
I don't think I've ever played a game from Naughty Dog that I did not enjoy.
Yep, that's
I really wish that they made for Xbox. I honestly do. They're the one company that I actually really do like.
Yeah, I like.
And I don't usually like. I don't follow companies. I just don't. But that's one that I really, really like.
Yeah.
Because everything that they do such a good job on.
Yeah, and they just keep getting better. I mean, they do keep getting better. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, from Uncharted 3 to The Last of Us, it's like, how do you push so much graphics into one game? Like, it's incredible, to say the least. Like, but I think all in all, PlayStation does beat Xbox. I think if Xbox wins this gen by a sizable amount, then I'll go to Xbox. I'm kind of going more off like sales and stuff, but I mean, I didn't know too much about Xbox PS2. I mean, I didn't know PS2. All I did was play games. That was really it.
Yeah.
Kind of played some DVDs and stuff like that. I don't know if the Xbox did that. Did it?
The Xbox original, it did, but you needed to buy a certain remote.
Yeah.
That was kind of the one bullshit thing that they had.
Oh, well.
I actually don't know why they did it like that.
I don't know.
I was too young at the time to really understand.
See, that was
really
me.
give a shit.
See, for me, it was DVD, CD. You could do a lot of jazz.
I never watch movies very often, though, so it didn't honestly affect me.
Yeah, like, we had a movie player and all that, so it didn't matter. Yeah. But yeah, like, they basically did the same thing, which is that PS2 sold better. PS3 and Xbox did about the same thing, but I mean, I think what separated was the better online experience when it comes to smoother gameplay experience, and the and part jab. That was a big thing. Small thing, but tremendous difference. And
Yeah, True.
That kind of gave him the advantage. We'll see. Next gen, I'll really, I guess you can always, but I think, the only way to change my mind is if Xbox did really well next gen. But
Yeah.
that's the enemy.
It's possible that it does.
Yeah, that's true.
It was so much bad hype around it, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna hurt it. I know it's gonna hurt it.
What do you mean?
Everybody was saying it's gonna be the week of console, stuff like that. It's just bad hype.
Yeah, it's true. These are internet douchebags. Since when
I
we
know,
ever
but
listen to them?
it's sadly where these kind of things are. Like,
Yep. Who do you think buys consoles, Brady?
Art, internet douchebags.
Yep.
That's true. But they're a small majority. They're a small minority. It's like, to be quite honest, I mean, you see them in YouTube comment sections every day, but it's like, if you compare them to all the people that, they actually keep the facts straight, it's, good amount.
I guess, but then you'll have the people who say, and it like,
And then you got the
reviews
people
and stuff will be bad unless people buy it.
That's true. That's true.
Because somebody who doesn't know something about it probably just look at the
They can
reviews.
easily be manipulated. They can easily say, someone says it's bad, then they won't do the research. They go off that person's opinion.
It must be bad.
Yep,
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it sucks.
Yeah.
I expect John to be one of those people.
And then a douchebag, he already is.
Oh, man. All right. Has anyone got their 2 cents in?
Yeah, I think I have.
I think so.
I put my 2 cents in the beginning, so.
Yeah.
I
All
I
right.
don't remember what my 2 cents were, but they're in.
All right. Well, let's kind of see the next topic here. Here we go. Oh, shoot. Maybe I went a little farther. Sorry. Frig. Okay. Is that it? Okay, never mind. Screw me.
What?
Okay.
Somebody's clicking. Fix that.
That's me. I'm sorry. That's just because I can't. Wait a minute. Am I stupid?
I don't
Yep.
know, are you?
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry.
Yay.
I'm clicking my laptop pad, but I really could be clicking my mouse. I'm sorry. But anyway. So games after movies. Can anyone kind of elaborate off that?
Games after
Nope.
movies, as in games that are cashing in on the success of a movie.
Yeah, I don't know about movies per se, but I'd say Walking Dead is one of those.
Yeah, but that wasn't a cash, and it was a good game. The first game,
Yeah.
the second one
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah,
Like, the first one was just a legitimately good game.
yeah,
Which is, all fine and dandy. It's when they're a bad game.
yeah, that's true, I guess.
The point and click was really well praised, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't like point and click,
was really
really.
good,
To me,
wasn't
that kind of wrecked that game. Because when I think Walking Dead, I think a little bit more action-packed than what they did.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just what I kind of wanted.
Well, I can agree just by. I mean, I don't follow the series whatsoever, so I don't buy the games, nor do I watch the TV show. But I see your point, right?
They were good games.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I didn't play them all, obviously. I should have said. I played the first episode.
Mm.
Like, because it's not my thing, but they're good. I can tell that they're good for the people who would like that kind of game.
Yeah.
I didn't watch, I played, there's one out for, on the App Store now, and I played that just to see what it's all about, because I never watched a series or played any other games before. So, I'll download it, it's free, And it's more of you have to, it's more almost like a puzzler, really.
That's what a point and click really is.
Oh, okay.
Some people really like them, and they used to be really popular.
Yeah.
Because all the computers, that's what would handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point and click. Oh, that's, it's huge. It was.
Yeah. See, I'm
Not
not a big
so
fan
much
of that
anymore.
because of, our technology today.
Yeah.
But some people are kind of hard old school and like, hey, we like this. So,
Yeah.
And some people just still like those kind of games. Like, nowadays, I couldn't say that I didn't like the game, it's just not my style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a huge fan of the art style they used. Like, I understand why, they went for the comic books.
Yeah.
I thought that they could have chose a better one, but that's just personal opinion.
Yeah.
Right, a lot of that kind of stuff is, which is all fun.
Yeah, that is. I mean, there are a lot of games that you're right. They just kind of cash in. They're just, I don't know. They're just not good, I guess.
I can't think of a good example right now, but there used to be
the old
a bunch.
Superman game. It was the
Was it bad?
It was
The
that was
N64 one? Oh,
yeah,
God.
that was the worst game ever.
Oh, I heard about that once.
64 was the worst critically acclaimed game of all time.
Ever.
Of all time.
No, that'd be E.T.
No,
Ocarina of Time is the best critically acclaimed game ever. According to,
I forget who did it, but I know I watched a video on it on YouTube.
GameShows.com, Trevor.
There you go. John showed me it.
Yeah.
But just some of them are just so bad. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
And it's a blatant cash in, and you're just like, oh, bit of a dick, aren't you?
So you're that type of person, are you?
And there's E.T. Did they come on? They did not legitimately do that.
Well, they probably weren't going to make a shitty game like on purpose, but it's kind of what happened.
Yeah, well, they said it was so bad that they put it in boxes and threw it in the desert.
They buried it in the desert.
I can't believe
It was
that.
broken.
It did not work correctly.
I cannot believe that. That's just a game so bad that it's just forever buried in a desert where no one will ever find except for the people. Probably not even the people who created the game or the people who throw it in there.
What was the point? That Nintendo didn't give the producers time to make the game.
Yeah.
I think they gave them like 3 months. I read somewhere.
I thought they said 3 weeks.
3
No,
weeks.
I think it was 3 months.
BS. You could make a
I don't know, I might be wrong. It's been a long time since I looked up that E.T. game.
demo of a game in 3 weeks.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't. They didn't have the time, so the game was broken.
I don't know if you could even make a trailer.
Oh, you can make a trailer.
Oh, yeah.
They can pump those things out pretty quickly.
That's true.
But to make like a fully working game takes a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's games that, like, I forget what game it is, but I know there's a game that was in the making for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it was released, like, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
For some reason, I am, I think I know what you're talking. I heard something about that.
Yeah. I forget what game it is, and it was a pretty good game at that.
I can't think of the name either.
But, you know.
So like Half-Life, Counter-Strike?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't Counter-Strike.
Maybe not Counter-Strike.
They make a Counter-Strike yearly, don't they?
Oh, do they?
I think. I'm not positive.
It's not too big anymore, like, to be completely honest.
It used to be the used to be the big guy.
It used to be the Call of Duty, I know.
Yeah.
Which it's fun. I really like the Counter-Strike games.
Mm.
Like, they have a really cool idea. Like, you buy your guns and stuff like that, and if you die, you lose them, you have to rebuy. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people don't like that. So
No, they...
modern society's a little bitch.
Because if they buy the thing, they want to keep it. Which is understandable sometimes as the prices are very unreasonable. But, you
It's
know.
not, though. In a few rounds, you could get the stuff.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I've
like,
never
it wasn't
played
like it was insane, because I would just make the Beckett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Valve do pretty good games as well. And I'm pretty sure they make Counter-Strike. Do they make that? Yeah, they make Counter-Strike, I believe.
Yep, Valve knows they do a good game.
Yeah.
Valve. What are the games? I think, like, okay, so Portal, Half-Life, Counter-Strike.
Team Fortress.
I was just gonna say Team Fortress. Okay, that's another one. Yeah, they do make pretty good games, I will say that. Yeah. Yeah. I think all in all is that most of them are cash in, but some of them are made really well. I don't know how to determine. I think it is more so like with the whole ET thing. Like, I only gave him this much time to get the game.
Yeah.
I think that might be the case for some games.
A lot of games like that. A lot of games that come out buggy, they say that's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
Well, it would make sense if they were, because,
Well, the developer doesn't want to make a bad game.
No, they want to make money.
It's the publisher who wants to get it out.
Yeah.
And the publisher, I'm pretty sure they have a lot to do with funding.
Yeah.
They
have to have a lot to do with
They
funding.
basically are the funding. What I've heard is that what they do is that they the developers make a trailer and they send it out to the publisher, I guess. And then depending how good that is, they'll fund them, I guess. And then the developers can do whatever with that money. It's a lot with the funding, I'll say.
Yep.
You know. I guess if they went over, I mean, it would kind of go into the developers' money, but, you know.
Well, the developer obviously is putting money into their own game, right?
Yeah.
I could see them just running off other funding for a game that they want.
That's true.
Well, actually, that's not true. I could, but
Yeah. I get your point. But but I think it's more of, I don't think that they have enough time to do it, because if they wait a while, then that movie will become irrelevant.
exactly.
And no one will buy it.
And honestly, the name wouldn't mean anything anymore.
Exactly. It's like, what the hell is this movie? It's like, I don't know, they made I'm not so good with movies. It's like they made it's like they made a Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man games are actually pretty good, though.
Okay, well, Spider-Man games are good. I would say that they were good.
But that's based off a comic book.
Yeah.
Comic book games tend to be pretty good.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's true. That's
Deadpool. Deadpool's funny.
Well, Deadpool's got like a parody off a comedy character.
He is. That's basically what Deadpool is. Deadpool's hilarious.
It is. It looks like a really fun game. I haven't played it before. I haven't played
It's
it yet.
okay.
It seems a little tedious, so that's why I just rather watch it.
It looks like one of those games to be like more so
It's a button
fun to
mashing
watch
game.
than to play, I guess.
Yep, definitely. It's a button mash. If you like a button masher, you know.
Yeah, I try to avoid tedious things, especially when like superhero games aren't necessarily my cup of tea. I'm not really a big fan of superheroes.
Yeah, the same.
I like Marvel superheroes. I'm not a huge fan of
DC universe.
Yeah, I don't
DC
care for like Superman and all that bullshit.
Okay.
To me, I just don't. I've always liked Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favorite.
But I was just gonna say, like, they released a Spider-Man game when Spider-Man 2's coming out. It's kind of like, well, who cares, right?
Now, the original Spider-Man game for the Xbox, I don't know what other consoles it was on, wasn't the best.
No.
Never mind, that wasn't the original. The original was on PlayStation 1. I had that game too. It was a fucking awesome game, though.
Have you guys ever played any of the Incredible Hulk games?
Oh my god, I heard they were like...
They were actually, like... At first, they're not very fun, but once you get the ability where you can just pick people up and throw them, it is, like, the best game ever. Because you can just climb buildings and everything, and it's like, yep, guess what? No, guess what? You're not going to live anymore. Goodbye.
It's like in the Transformers games when you learn how to pick stuff up. You ever play the Transformer game where you can pick stuff up?
No.
I don't play Transformers games. I don't really like Transformers ones.
Pick up car, throw a building, pick up car, throw a building, pick up car, throw another Transformer, pick up Transformer, throw a building.
No, but in the Incredible Hulk, you can do this thing. It's like the Hulk smashes his hands against the ground. So pretty much you do that. I did that to a tank. I blew up the tank. Pick up tank. Throw tank at other tank. Pick up both tanks at once. Throw the two tanks at building. Building blows up.
Oh my god.
And that was on a GameCube.
Throw remnants of building at tanks.
Huh?
Throw remnants of that building at tanks.
that should be badass.
But it was such a fun game. Yeah. It was on a GameCube at that, even. Like...
Yeah.
GameCube games were really good. The GameCube controller was really good.
I think that's why I like the Xbox controller so much, is because I learned to play games on GameCube, and they're not similar per se, but they're not like, it's closer to an Xbox, or Nintendo controllers are closer to an Xbox controller than a PlayStation controller.
Well, if you think about it, the GameCube controller is basically the N64. It just doesn't have the keypad somewhere else.
It doesn't have a middle stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they just put the Z button, like, where the bumper is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
true.
Right.
I wasn't a huge GameCube.
GameCube was fun.
That was my
GameCube
first
had
like
a lot of fun
real,
games.
my first real console that I've actually played.
Yeah.
Really?
All the games on the GameCube were games that you could play with friends. And
Yeah.
it was awesome.
They
That's
were
kind of what they
awesome.
cashed in on too, wasn't it?
That's actually true.
Yep.
I don't know how much the GameCube sold. I think they were. For some reason, I'm thinking they're up there with the Xbox. For some reason, I'm thinking. Really?
Huh.
I don't know.
All I know was it was a really, really good console. I love the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, that was a. I think that was the end of its prime. I think that's when. It wasn't that Nintendo was bad at the time. It's just that other consoles were just better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's when Nintendo kind of got out of their prime. Well, I don't know. I think the first couple years of the Wii did good. Like they actually blew people.
They sold a Wii, but they didn't. They sold the console, but the game sucked.
Yeah.
The
The funny
games.
part is, you know more people with a Wii than you do with an Xbox or PlayStation.
Yeah, that's
Combined
true.
almost. It's insane. It wasn't even
It was more
good.
it was more of a family thing, really.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't good. It was the novelty, right? It was like the motion control. Everyone wanted to have this, and everyone realized, well, this is boring. No one gives a crap. The games suck. Like that's all it was. You're right. It was the novelty. You know?
Smash Brothers is awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna play tennis. At least I'm swinging my hand around. It's novelty.
And I love when people sit down to play Wii Sports. It's like, oh, I'm getting in shape. I'm playing Wii Sports. Sits down. Sits down to play Wii Sports.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I think everything that's everything except for like Wii Fit. I think it doesn't get you in the shape at all.
Yeah.
Wii Fit was actually fun.
It was.
I gotta say, Wii Fit, I actually enjoyed that game.
Yeah. It was
I
a
don't
good
know
idea.
why. I just liked it. It was a cool idea.
Yeah, it was. Like it was a good idea.
And it's not like one where it felt like a waste of time, because you'd actually sweat. Like,
Yeah.
it was actually doing what it wanted to do, and it
Back in the
was
day
kinda cool.
when I played video games like I used to, which is basically jump around, spaz the crap
Hey, I
out,
still do that. Well, if I
Yep.
play a console anyways.
Yeah, Josh does.
that's how I played Wii Sports. I could actually consider it an exercise. I'd box and I'd just like beat the crap out of the screen, but I'd come within like 3 inches of the screen.
I remember that. I almost punched John's screen one time.
Falcon punch!
Like I punched, like me and John were going against each other. I punched and like I had to stop my arm, and when I stopped it, it was like literally like an inch away from the TV.
That's terrible. What
Don't worry about it.
What if you broke his TV?
It's a bad TV anyway, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
When I think of think of emotion, like kind of emotion stuff, I guess this really isn't. But I'm like not controller stuff like that. I think of a video I saw when the guy's playing Rock Band. And this guy, he was not an expert or anything. He was not easy. Like he was just kind of plucking that thing, maybe once every second. He fails out of the song. He's like,
Skill.
playing my Bear Street.
Those games, I don't know, those games were fun. I remember you used to be insane at Guitar Hero.
I haven't played in so long, but I was talking to my friend about this, and he was like, "Man, you know how cool it would be if we could get a bunch of guys again and play Rock Band again?" I was like, "Dude, I'm just waiting for the day." That like last gen, kind of the beginning of the this gen, like that was the shit. That was the shit. It really was like kind of 2006, 2007. That's when Guitar Hero got big. Some of the most viewed stuff on YouTube was Guitar Hero stuff, and it's true. I mean, honestly, it was awesome to see someone go play through Fire and Flames on expert. Like it was an amazing thing to see, really.
I never I wasn't able to play it on the Expo difficulties. I liked the games though. I just had fun with them. I never did well at them. I just had fun.
I wasn't like through the fire and flames expert good. I was not good at all. Like that was. I fail out. I fail out the first like 20 seconds of the song, and that's an what is it? An understatement?
Yeah.
No, I failed at like 10 seconds. Like it was bad.
I heard that it's insanely difficult.
No, it's insane. Basically, you cannot pluck it by yourself. There's basically a strategy called a hammer-on, and you basically play one note, and the notes are going so fast you can just play them without strumming. That's the strategy.
That's what I used to do. I used to hold down the bar and then just push my fingers around.
Yeah, but anyway,
That almost sounds like cheating.
Don't worry
no,
about
but
it.
it's like you pluck the thing so fast where you press it and then you hit the other notes, and it's so fast that that one pluck would do the trick, right? And that's actually a real strategy in guitar playing.
Yeah.
A hammer-on.
I remember my brother's friend. He went on the hardest difficulty, and he modded. Got a cheat for it, which makes it go 200%.
Oh, I thought it was just like auto strum. Like, what the heck?
No, he got a cheat where it does 200%. So try the hardest difficulty at 200%. He was able to play that.
Oh wow!
Remember,
Somebody
that's
needed.
not a cheat. You go into practice mode and you crank it.
Yeah.
No, John. He went into cheats in it and got it.
So it's a cheat to make the
Oh,
game
I see.
harder.
It's in practice mode.
See, but I don't think that's too hard if you want the truth. I think if you know the song and you kind of know the guitar pattern, it's easy. That's what I think. I
That was
find
the-
it hard.
Point though, I think is it's a memory game.
I found it hard to play a song that I didn't know that I listened to on every on my iPod a day.
Yeah.
But
A lot of those music
Don't-
games though, they really are memory games.
There.
yeah,
But it's a
Going
good memory
back-
game.
sorry. But I was
Good
going to talk about the video I was mentioning. The guy failed out a song on easy. He's like, "Oh!" And he takes his guitar and like baseball swings his TV.
Oh, I've seen that before. That was so funny.
I didn't see that.
Just look it up. Guitar Hero fail.
I think I saw in a compilation of fails. This guy was just going on easy.
He was on Ray William Johnson one time, I think.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that, but
He's like playing the guitar. He fails. He like drops an F-bomb, smashes the TV.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've seen that.
he walks away, and then all his friends are just like, they're just like, is it over?
Oh, it's like when Brady threw his controller at the wall.
Yeah, pretty much. Just
Oh,
like-
that was funny.
Except that it was kind of like there was some build up to it. It was just like
You could see like his mouth slowly come further away from his nose, like they were separating, and then it's just like.
He just biffs his controller at the wall.
But he was smiling while he did it. We're just like, wait, what?
no, I was mad. I was trying to be as serious as I could, so I actually I wanted to get a message across. I was pissed, and everyone just starts laughing. It's like I can't fucking do this. I just started laughing,
Yeah.
and then I realized, oh shit, I actually broke the.
You broke the controller.
You dented
I
the ball,
broke-
yeah.
I didn't break the
No.
controller, but I
The trigger fell off.
the trigger like broke off, so I can't. It's basically something I would rather not play anymore.
Yeah.
So it's broken.
I remember.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was playing WWE, and I'm just gonna tell the viewers the stories. I was playing WWE, and it was how many was it? 6 of us.
It was 6 of us. Yeah.
Like, it's hectic like that.
And we were doing a battle royale, which pretty much you have to throw the other guy over the top of the ropes, and then if you get him over the top of the ropes, he's eliminated. Anyway, so me and Brady were probably the best players there.
Well, you guys had the game. Nobody else has the game.
And I grew up playing WWE, so I know every strategy in the book.
And by strategy, you can spam the shit out of everyone. That's all you gotta do in wrestling games.
And
with OP moves.
And I know the timing for reversals.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing. Because I think that, I mean, if you're good at reversals, I think. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting really nerdy with this.
Anyway, so there was a couple people eliminated, and then I started trying to fight Brady. Anyway, so we had this big fight go on for like 10 minutes probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then eventually I won the fight, eliminating Brady.
I was mad before. I was like, this is not. Trevor was just kind of showboating.
Low.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was just like, I do not like this. I don't like when I'm losing and people are showboating up there. It's just like, okay, I need to win this. I need to shut people up.
And then you lost.
And then I lost, and I just lost it. Like there was build up. It's like you were like, yeah, you know.
I eliminated Brady. Yes. And then all I see is game goes pause.
There was silence. All it was, boom, and the freaking controller just, oh my god,
bounces off the wall.
Controller has been eliminated.
Controller has been compromised.
Yeah. And that's the story. But I'm not that ragey anymore.
No.
Whenever I'm really mad, I just put down the controller. No, that. It's like, you know what? I have to throw a pillow.
I remember one day when you were getting mad, we just walked over, took your controller out of your hands.
That was the next time we played that game.
It's like you're not breaking this one too.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's so funny though.
All right.
That was a long time ago.
That was.
It was like 2
years ago. 2 years ago.
Anyway, we should probably move on. We've covered this for a long time. All right. So I am suggested. See, we were talking about the Steam Summer Sale, and that kind of gave me the idea of Black Friday. I think, is the day like worth it? Like you hear all these stories about people getting trampled and people waiting like 5 hours in lines and people getting pepper sprayed. It's like
Pepper spray.
It's like, is it really worth to wait in line to get something that's, I don't know, half price or 40% off or whatever the prices are? That's what I want to know, and I want to see your guys' perspective on that. Nobody?
I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so basically, everyone's heard of Black Friday, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a day in America where people...
America.
Everything America. Yeah, everything's, on sale, and it's like this big craze. Everyone goes to these Walmarts and all these...
Look, Mom, I'm going to Walmart.
These stores, and they buy stuff that's insanely cheap for sales. I don't know, 50, 40, 30% off. I'm just kind of thinking. But anyway, and you hear some crazy incidents. Like you hear about like people getting pepper sprayed. You hear about people getting trampled to death. You hear about people wait like 5 hours in line with all the commotion. And I just think, is it worth it? And me personally, no. I could not, especially where we are. Just give me a second. Especially where, especially where we are, we have to travel a good distance, to get to America, and it's like, is it really worth, all the traveling to wait for more patients to wait like, I don't know, 5-6 hours in line, or be trampled basically? It's like a human mosh pit.
Just for that much. Just for
For
that.
some people, it would be.
It depends really how much you want your stuff.
I guess that's a good point. But even still, I don't think 50% off could pay. Like, I don't think it would have to be. It'd have to be 10. It'd have to be like 15%. Now I'm not sure how low the sales go. I'm not.
Some people though get a lot of things when they go to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
really.
I mean, they go insane.
They go to town.
Yeah, really. Especially when someone pulls out the pepper spray. When the pepper spray comes out, shit gets real. That's the end of
that's
the
just weird. That's the States being the States.
Wow.
Blame the States. Blame the States. Blame the States. God dang, Josh.
I'm not gonna blame
man.
myself.
That's true. That's so true. But what do you think? Do you think it's worth it?
To some people, yes. To me, no. I don't. It's just, it wouldn't be to me.
Yeah. How about you? Everyone got a...
I don't know. It depends, really, if I have a lot of money on me at the time, or...
Hmm.
You know, it just, if I had the money, probably it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's on the person.
Yeah. That really is, but... I think the reason why it's so big is that there's just so much hype leading up to it, and it just kind of gets to the point where I have to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
So, John, what do you think?
No.
Wow, John.
I can't stand shopping, so that's just my opinion.
You don't like shopping?
I hate shopping. Cannot
See,
stand shopping.
there's a difference. I'm fine with shopping, but the thing is, I like knowing what I want, getting it, and leaving.
Exactly.
I don't like when women, like, what's the word?
Browse.
Browse
Wrap
through the store. Not like a section. Probably the entire store. Like I've been to the States a couple times. I've been down to New Hampshire, and it's like, you know, because New Hampshire, you know, they're, you know, that's where people go. I guess that's kind of, especially where we are. But she'll browse through the store, and it's like, and she ends up getting nothing. And it's like, I just wasted half an hour waiting
Now,
for you.
I am like that as well, though. I like to browse through a store.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just always have. I like to be in a store. I just like to look at everything.
Really?
See,
You wanna know
yep.
why? Because you're a woman.
Yeah, well.
You know what's funny? It's like the Skype call like bleeped it, kind of like bleeped it out. It's like, because you're a
Aw.
woman.
Aw.
And you're a slut.
Says you.
Oh.
It was, oh god. But yeah, see, the biggest thing for me is if I browse, it's got to be something related to the thing I'm looking for, right? It's kind of like,
Not for me.
if
I'm
it's
just like, ooh,
if something
stuff.
was beside something. It's like,
You see, if I
Yeah, it's
browse, I end up spending more money.
yeah.
Like, ooh,
That's
this is
how it
nice.
is.
Ooh, I want this. Ooh, I want this. Ooh, I want this. And I'm like, oh wait, I have no more money. Sad.
See, yeah, like, well, it was not. I have I have an iron will when it comes to just. I guess not an iron will, but I have a pretty strong will when it comes to, like, you know, get what you need and
Get
that's
out.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
extraordinarily cheap, so that doesn't affect me too much. I mean, I've done this before. Like, when I was younger. Like, a lot younger, like when I was, like, 10. I'd sit there, look at candy. I would do the math and see which one has the most grams per penny.
Wow.
Dear God.
Wow.
Per penny.
Per penny per dollar. I don't remember. This was a while ago.
See,
But I would
do
figure out
something-
which one is the best bang for the buck.
See, this is my so I do something similar, I guess. I'd look at the candy and I'd bitch for my mom and give me a quarter.
See that candy?
Bro, that's
Yeah,
how
it's
much
my
money.
candy now. Get it.
You know what the
Now,
funny
see,
thing
if it
is?
was mom's money, I would still do that.
Give us more money.
It doesn't
funny
matter whose
thing
money
is-
it was. I would still do that.
You
So
were a
the
very
fun-
lonely child, weren't you, Josh?
No, I'm a twin. I'm not lonely. I wanted to be lonely. He just wouldn't leave me alone. It's like my
That's-
wish was to be lonely. I just wasn't allowed to be.
Lonely, I want to be Mr. Lonely.
It's funny because you came out the last, so it's
Yep.
like,
So really, he'd be the lonely one.
Do you want to know something?
Oh,
I don't
God.
care.
Josh don't give a shit.
I thought we were gonna get like really like inappropriate in here. Oh man.
Me? Nah.
Yeah, maybe. But I think that's kind of my take on it, I guess. What else we got here in our topics? Okay, so we got them up. Frito-Lay's versus Humpty Dumpty. I don't know.
Frito-Lay's.
Are these chip companies?
Yeah.
These chip companies
Frito-Lay's is like Ruffles, Doritos,
yeah,
Tostitos, all that stuff, and then Humpty Dumpty's Humpty Asshole.
I don't want to do that, Josh.
No biased here.
You don't want to do what? Humpty
The
Asshole?
butthole. Yeah.
Just Humpty Asshole and be quiet.
Because it sounds like you're saying these.
Yeah, I think
like
it's a no contest.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Humpty Asshole.
I don't want to.
You want to.
No. I know, dude, that no.
Is Humpty Dumpty like worldwide, or is it just like?
No,
I don't
it's just where we live, Brady.
Oh, is
No,
it?
it's not just here. It
No.
is.
Sarcasm, Brady. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I've been down in the States. I've never seen any Humpty Dumpty chips. I always
I
see
have.
Lay's. Really? I haven't.
I've seen them when we went down for a basketball tournament in Machias.
Oh, well, maybe.
Fritos are big in the States. That's hence
Yeah.
the name Frito-Lay's.
No.
No, I don't get that, Josh. They're
Really?
big in the state.
Nope.
No, Fritos, you never, have you ever had Fritos?
Nope.
It's a kind of chip.
Oh.
And around here, you can get them, but they're hard to find.
Wait, Fritos are like the red and white ones, aren't they?
Oh god, they have different
That's the
flavoring.
bag are like red.
It's like a red and yellow bag.
Yeah.
Um,
And the chips are kind of like a weird texture.
yeah, they are.
I know what you're talking about. It's the ring.
Yeah. So yeah, they are big. I know that for a fact. Like,
And Fritos, what sell the most in the States, I believe.
oh, okay.
And that's, so the company named itself after that. Frito and Lay's, the two biggest sellers.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a no contest. I personally prefer I'd personally prefer Lay's chips over Humpty Dumpty, and you know, if
I laugh when
wouldn't-
somebody offers me Humpty Dumpty.
See, I'm not to the point of that. It's like, you know, it's kind of like whatever you got.
Yeah.
It's not to the point where I won't.
Please, sir, can I have some more? No.
I
It's
won't eat
like-
Humpty Dumpty.
Really.
Most,
can
like,
eat Humpty
to me,
Dumpty, but
they
I-
taste stale.
Mm.
They just do. I don't know why. I guess I've always had Lay's, though.
Yeah, well, you're friggin'
Yeah, my dad works for it, so it's like, oh.
exact. So it's like, yeah, you kind of grew up. You kind of grew up with them almost.
Yeah, I grew up beside a bag of chips. Hey, buddy.
Yes, yeah.
Will you be my friend?
This is my only.
Lonely, Mr. Lonely.
I would be a happy, lonely child. I'd be a fat, lonely child, but I'd be a happy, lonely child.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on here again.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so man, I don't know what we're gonna do. There's two. There's our favorite YouTube commentators and some are aliens, space, short term and long term.
Space travel.
Let's do space. All right then, we'll do space.
Which one, aliens or travel?
It says aliens and then space.
They're two different
Okay.
different topics.
Okay, I see. So we'll do space.
Which one?
Sure.
Space
Yeah.
travel or aliens?
We'll do space travel because
Aliens.
I think space travel would kind of link into aliens. I think. You know what I'm saying?
It could,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or just different species of some sort. I guess kind of in the.
Yeah.
Because aliens aren't necessarily a person with big friggin' who's green and like has big eyes or bug eyes or something.
Not necessarily, no.
That's a big misconception. Everyone thinks of an alien. They think of that, but an alien's kind of like someone who is, because there's the term alienated and all that stuff. So, but anyway,
From a different area.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it was a word before they applied it to everything else.
Yeah, but anyway.
Technically it's a wood, but...
Yeah. But, so yeah, space travel. So...
I think it's a waste of money.
Waste of money?
Like, I see in the future when we have the tech. We don't have the tech.
I can see why they're doing it, because eventually our world will end.
Yeah.
But right now, it's not the thing we need to be spending our money on. That's not going to happen, I believe, for a very long time.
I do agree.
And I'm saying millions and millions of years here.
Millions, Trevor.
It's once a natural
resource. It's not the world
resource.
ending that you have to worry about, though. It's the race collapsing.
Race collapsing? What do you mean by that?
Human race collapsing.
We'll kill each other. We'll kill ourselves.
We'll run ourselves into extinction.
How so? If we've done it for it'd probably be a while, to say the least.
Boom! There goes the nuke. We all die. Ta-da!
There goes a couple nukes, not just one.
Even
Actually,
one.
imagine there's a nuke that could just wipe out an entire race. That'd be insane.
Wow, John. Wow.
I don't know how you can do that.
Insane as in it's bad, Trevor.
I thought you meant like, yeah, it's a good thing. I'm like, no, John, bad John.
No, good thing. No.
Well, I kind of got him like on the insane. Like it was insane. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. But yeah, I would agree with that.
It's like me saying that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, pretty much.
Would you call me even that?
No.
I could, but I wouldn't.
But yeah. See, yeah, you are right. I'm not opposed to it, but I think you are right with the whole, like, you know, we need to spend money in other things. Maybe not us. See, it's kind of hate to do it to pick on America, but we don't really have a space program. As you see, we're not going to say where, but we're from Canada, so we don't really have too much of a space program. This is
because ours is pretty much integrated with theirs.
Yeah, that's it. Like we only, yeah, that's true. But it's like, you're right. Like they're so much in depth. It's like, well, you can take a good chunk of that money you're investing in space and put it towards that. Like, right? I don't know if it's getting better, if it's getting worse, or just me just keeping it hush.
I don't think it's changing, honestly.
Yeah, neither do I, honest. Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. But I'm just trying to think here. I just don't know what they can do now with this technology now in order to, like, because I imagine that, you know, with the space, they're going to take a group of individuals and they're going to ship them off into space, and we're going to just repopulate with humans somehow. I don't know how, because there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of variables that go into that, right? I mean, for some reason, I don't think the human population can live off artificial stuff. You know,
because we're not really meant to.
Exactly. You know, we need animals, we need plants, we need all that stuff. Yeah. How can we translate that stuff from Earth to space? Because I know at some point, and that time is coming very soon, probably towards the end of our existence, I think we're going to have some real troubles trying to keep our resources.
That's why we would ever have to move. If we ever have to move, it's for resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah, we'd be hurting each other and killing ourselves, but that will... Unless somebody goes stupid on us, which, you know, is possible. Like, you get a bad leader somewhere, which can happen. Like, that's happened before with...
It's not to that...
It hasn't gone that far, but that technology, honestly, it hasn't been around all that long.
No.
Right? There's been bad leaders, especially long times ago.
Hitler,
and now, it's like, if there's a bad leader, you don't know what can happen because it's so different.
Duffy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what can happen.
Kim Jong-un.
like him.
Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong.
Oh, never mind. I hate
He
him.
was just threats. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That's true. I
He
guess
was just
it's
a fat
kinda
little
stupid.
kid.
He's kind of like a derpy terrorist.
He kind of is.
Because that makes sense.
Wasn't very good at his job.
Did anyone hear his father, Kim Jong-il? Basically, he said that he shot an 18 his first game of golf.
I heard about that. It's just like, really? You're full of bullshit. If anybody believes you,
like-
they're stupid.
Now, if anyone doesn't know, an 18 is like 18 hole-in-ones in one game.
Because
God.
that
in a row.
happens.
Because, you could be that good. Even on a par 5. Hole in one.
Exactly, yeah. I don't imagine this fat piece of Korean shit
Wow.
can drive a
She's
ball
coming straight out
500
there, right?
yards into the hole.
Just no one holding back her.
Oh, he could drive into a hole as dig into a man. If he's even that lucky.
Let's be completely honest. It doesn't matter. He's got power, and he's kind of drunk with it, to say the least.
He's drunk on power.
Who isn't?
Yeah.
No. Look at Obama. Obama makes everything do wrong. I actually have nothing wrong with Obama. I don't know why. I'm not American, obviously, but everybody hates on Obama. It's like, what did he do wrong?
And then people be like, what did you do right?
George
It's like,
Bush is our savior.
It's-
I think you're right. How does he have a chance to do anything right?
when he is making up for other people's mistakes.
It was George Bush. Leave him alone. He's doing pretty well.
Maybe for himself, but sure as hell wasn't the best of presidents.
I have nothing against him. I think it's because he was black. Everybody hated him.
Yep.
You are not... Wait. Okay.
He's not completely wrong on that.
I thought you were talking about Bush.
Yeah, Bush was black.
George Bush wasn't black. Even I know that. It's like one of those. It's like one of those Canadian things. It's like George Bush wasn't black. Oh my god. That's kind of stupid because you probably think that that's racist. Actually, no, it isn't. It's true.
Wow.
Let's say that we think that every president was white, which up until Obama was true.
Obama?
And a man.
How?
And
Who?
we still haven't had a woman president in.
But we will soon. I imagine that.
As long
Unless
as that
she's not
bitch
sa-
sits down.
As long as she's not Sarah Palin.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. I forgot her name.
Sarah Palin.
Welcome to Alaska. I can imagine Sarah Palin having like her dad being like Herbert in real life.
Oh.
She ain't gonna saving children for a reason, you know.
Okay.
So,
on the same topic is kind of the space travel, I guess. And do you think that kind of
aliens.
on our quest to finding new kind of a hidden in the universe, will we find a
Did I ever tell you about the?
John,
Did I ever,
you cut
Well-
Brady off.
well,
I
well,
always cut Brady off. I
I
made
was-
one mistake, but I'm sorry.
well, I was done basically. Like, will we find other life forms on different planets?
I believe there is.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so as well. We just haven't found them yet.
Here we go.
I don't know if we want to
Ever
find
tell
them.
you about Kepler 22b?
To be honest, I don't think we want to find them.
Why not?
Either we'll kill them or they'll kill us.
Mm.
Because we won't
Or
just be
conspire.
peaceful with them.
There's only room for one of us.
Not
If
just,
they
no,
have
it's not that
techno-
there's only
If we have
room
the
for one of
if
us.
they have the technology that we think they have, then we're screwed.
Yeah, but do you really think they
Speaking-
do? Like, it's possible,
It's exactly, it could
but
be.
I doubt it.
But think about Independence Day. They actually won that using ingenuity and Will Smith.
It was Will Smith, not Ingenuity.
John, they had a crashed spaceship. He flew it up to their place and blew it up.
Yeah, but the guy had the smart Mexican, or no, I think he was Jewish. Was
Wow.
Smart Mexican.
You know what I mean?
Come on. That also took a very badass presidential speech. You gotta realize that.
Yeah.
There was that too.
Speaking of which, there's a new movie coming out from... No, it already came out. Never mind. Oops. I won't even go... I want to see that movie. Oops. It was made by the makers of Independence Day. It was,
Is it Oblivion?
No, White House Down.
Oh.
I wanted to see that in theaters. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Man, I
I'm pretty
think
sure they're making another Independence Day.
I don't
Like-
understand why.
15 years after they made the first one.
There's
it'll
a lot of
probably
money to be made.
True enough. But anyway, yeah, I agree with you guys. I think that, there probably is. I mean, the universe is limitless, to say the least. We have basically found a speck of it, if that. I believe.
I think so.
Sure.
So,
I hope so, honestly.
I
I don't hope we
I still-
encounter any of it.
I just don't know how. I always gonna have the thought that, what if they find us first?
Yeah. What if they're already here?
Have you ever heard somebody say SOL?
Yep.
No.
We'd
Yep,
be
I have.
SOL.
Yeah. Same if they have the technology
Oh,
that they
I
have.
I see.
SOL.
Well,
Shut
if they find
up.
us first, obviously they're more advanced than us.
That's true. Which, therefore, we are screwed, basically.
We're SOL.
Like, scientists would be like, oh, we'd have to be the scientists like, okay, stop. We gave you like billions and billions of money. I'm just gonna, you better be doing some stuff with it. Otherwise, our existence is screwed. Just saying.
Did you just say billions and billions of money?
Billions and billions of dollars, and that's probably not even good. Millions and millions of, you know what I'm saying? It probably isn't billions. Well, could be. Yeah. I know that. I know that for a fact. It's over 9,000. It is.
Derp.
Really, that was the derpiest thing I've said this podcast. Maybe not. Billions and billions of money.
Billions and billions.
Not of dollars, of money.
$1 billion of money. That is correct. But yeah, if they find us first, I don't think they'd bring like an entire like battalion or army of. Like,
No, I wouldn't be
people.
with them immediately, probably. But we'd still be in a lot of fucking trouble.
Yeah, it'd be the start. It'd be the beginning of the end.
The
say
scout
the
ships
least.
could probably kill a lot of us.
Because we will die.
If that's literally what they were going for.
That's true. That's true. Man. Yeah, that's yeah. All right. Is everyone
Honestly, it
good?
just depends how violent they are.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
true.
will be violent back to them. I know we would be.
And if they
Even if
aren't
they're not,
violent,
though.
if
Even if
they
they're
are
not.
peaceful, if they are naive, we're gonna take advantage of it. To say the least, we will.
We will, even if they are peaceful, we are going to be scared that they will turn on us.
I guess that's
So,
And kick us
We
so
will.
yes.
true.
so
Amen.
we'll fight them either way.
Yeah.
Hopefully
It's
not in my
inevitable.
lifetime.
It'll
though.
happen. Well,
Hmm.
if it happens, probably not in my lifetime, or
Mm.
your lifetime, or our lifetime, or anybody's here's lifetime.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So I think we're going to head on our last topic. We've gotten how long have we gotten in here? Like, sorry.
Quite a while.
Yeah, we've been going for a long time.
So it's
But
good though.
so here's the last topic. Who are your favorite YouTube commentators?
Me.
King of Sweden.
I'd have to say probably Lewis and Simon from the Oxcast.
Simon.
They're my favorite duo, I guess.
Probably Vex or Total Biscuit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably them though.
What about you, Brady?
Me, my bet would probably be the Syndicate Project.
He's okay.
See,
I'm not a huge fan of him.
See, the reason why I say this is because the dude's 21, but he has so much. He's
got
just
balls. Let's just say that.
He's. I mean, if you see his videos, like on his vlog, videos and stuff, you see him. He can act like one of the derpiest persons. I'm saying more derpy stuff as the night goes on, but he can be one of the most dirty. He can be one of the most like craziest and like silliest people like you've ever met. But to be completely honest, the dude is more mature than most 21-year-olds out there, and he's doing it with like millions and millions that follow him. Sometimes fame gets to your head when you're that young. Not him. He's very wise with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, he can take the hate.
Which is good, because when fame gets to some people's heads, they wrecks them.
It's done. Like,
I can't think of anybody right now, off the top of my head.
And they also, oh my goodness. The other thing I believe is that I think he shows his true self. He doesn't create a facade, and he doesn't. I don't think he does it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say he doesn't do it exclusively for the money, because if you're making a living off of YouTube, then there's no other choice. You can't just say, yeah, I'll pass up on this paycheck this month. No, bullshit. You're gonna take it. It's your living.
Exactly.
But he doesn't just do it. I guess I'm gonna say he just doesn't do it for the money. Well, you know, he feels like he kind of owes it to the fans, right? They're the ones who make it. They're the ones who, gave him the fame, which is true, right? I am a believer in kind of like, need to show appreciation to your fans, and they show appreciation to you. You know?
Yeah.
They want to put you on.
Unless you're a total cocksucker.
Yeah, but usually there are people don't follow cocksuckers. Let's be completely honest. And I'm not talking about the literal ones. I'm just talking about people who are just flat out dicks. You know? People don't like this. That's what I feel. My lasting impression on the Syndicate Project is when he raised like $60,000 in a live stream for schools in Africa. I thought you could not. I've never seen anyone who's raised money for charity, except for PewDiePie, because now he's doing a charity to raise like $250,000 for like clean water, like build wells and all that stuff.
Well, the Yogg's cast, like the entire whole Yogg Towers themselves, over Christmas break and around there, they did live stream every single night till I think they started just after supper and went till 1 o'clock in the morning, and they raised money every single night, and they had a different variation. They'd have Sips from the Yogg's cast, an evening with Sips, and then they'd have the next night.
You couldn't do the same thing every night. It would get so tired.
Yeah, maybe In the Little Wood, or Shin and Lewis and Duncan did a series. Well, it wasn't a series. It was more like a playthrough at one thing, but they made a series on YouTube. It was all... Yeah, anyway. They did it on the Farming Simulator 2013.
That game got a lot of attention when it first came out, now nobody plays it.
Yeah. Anyway, but
People
I
had
think
the fun with it.
I forget how much they raised. I think they raised 200,000 maybe, something like that.
What surprised me with them, they definitely have the fan base for it.
Yeah.
And they I think one night they got 50,000.
Wow.
I think that was
a lot of money.
I think that was Christmas Eve night.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They got 50,000 that one night.
What are they raising it for?
I forget what there was, but I don't know. It was their gimmick kind of thing was bees. I forget what it is though. And if they hit the certain target of money, then Lewis from the Oxcast would put on like it's a bee costume, like a bee Halloween costume for girls, and he had to wear it, and they'd show it on YouTube if they reached this goal, and they overpassed that by a long shot.
So he wore that little outfit?
Yep, people can look on YouTube for it right now if they want to.
That's awesome. But yeah, things like that, if people have the fame, they can do amazing things.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you can try, but honestly, you're not going to get very far with that kind of thing.
No.
You just don't have the population. Yeah, population. You don't have the people.
Popularity.
Like, those things, they relied on people.
Yeah, that's true.
Guess what you need for things that rely on people? People.
Here you go.
See, when people do stuff for charity, I think that's when they bring out their true self. That's when you think they care about people. That's when it's like, they care.
I'm not straight up believing like that, though. I'm just like, they're doing it for charity, but are they doing it actually for charity, or are they doing it for publicity? I've always looked at it that way. It's like, are they actually doing it because they want to?
Yeah.
Or are they doing it to help themselves?
Well,
either way, it's not a bad thing.
Since they've been getting popular, like, they got popular a couple years ago, and anyway, so ever since then, they've been doing this for charity. Like, every Christmas break, they do a big, I don't know, I don't think they did live streams per se, but I think they did, like, a big charity event over Christmas break. I think it's a kind of an annual thing they do.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess you could say that it's good to do stuff, but at the same time, you can get something back from it. I guess there's always a thing, you do it from the goodness of your heart, right?
Yeah.
It's getting very hard to come by, though. I will admit, like, it's, not many people do that anymore. Not many famous people, anyway.
Yeah.
Can you blame
They do it more so for publicity. Here we go. That's the word.
But I guess you'll never know, right? Like I said, they kind of create a facade over themselves.
Yeah.
So no one will know. We'd never know the difference.
Nobody knows if they really mean it or not.
And honestly, it doesn't matter.
Well,
some people it does. It really does matter to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the world's a twisted, broken place, and that's the way I like it.
You cannot be kidding me.
Well, humans go for their own personal gain. That's how we are, that's how we work. Right? Mind you, we did succeed because we were social, but not just personal gain, I guess. Gain of our own. Of our own tribe or group or whatever. That's what we want. We don't...
Yeah.
Like, people do care for the other ones, like some people do. But it's more or less, will this help me and my family?
In the end of the day, they're still looking out for themselves.
You have to.
But you know what?
Well.
That's true. It's like, yes, you do need to, at the end of the day, you have to be a bit selfish. You can't just be all out giving. There are people who do that, and I honestly hit my hat to those people because I really do. Like, they're just... The world needs more people like this,
Yeah, they've beaten out their instincts, basically. Because your instincts, is to survive. Obviously, right? And it's to help you out. That's the way I think of it.
Yeah,
it's like we made it so far because we're willing to do things to keep ourselves alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? We're willing to risk 1 or 2 men for the rest of their family or the group. Right?
Yeah.
It's not like we are willing. And they obviously want to, because it goes against the I'll survive kind of factor to it, but if it in the long run will keep everybody alive, then they'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the way I like. That's really old though. Like nowadays, it's not as bad or as much like that.
No.
That would have been like a long time ago kind of idea.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just the way I've always thought of it.
Yeah. Just, I've never really heard of anyone who's kind of abused their YouTube fame, I guess.
You've never heard of someone who's abused the fame?
No, obviously some people, people have, I guess, but I've never heard of anyone who's done it.
I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there's obviously people.
Yeah.
To make money if they market something after a celebrity. Right?
Do you really think that would...
It's using the fame. It's not necessarily a bad thing, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, if somebody wants to buy into some celebrity bullshit, they can.
That's true.
I guess that's to me, that's kind of one thing that would be like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm getting Skyped.
Lol.
Alright, well, I honestly think that's the end of that.
Yeah, how long have we been doing this? Let me check.
Oh,
For a
God.
while. Over an hour for sure.
Oh, no.
I can't get out of my
Probably.
game.
Probably almost 2 hours.
Alright, just let me get out of my game, because for some reason it's being really stuck. Oh god, I hope it didn't record any audio from my game. I don't think it did. I don't think I had it set to. I'm pretty sure I didn't have it set to.
Yeah.
We've been
Yeah.
recording for almost an hour and a half.
Wow. That's a good show.
Good
Did
show,
we go
Mike.
through all our topics still?
Yep.
I think we did. Yep. Hour and 30
Is John
minutes.
still
But
here?
Yeah, he's here.
I think he's here. He just has to be a little quiet. I mean, it is
Yeah.
12 o'clock.
It is 12 o'clock.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You guys want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess we'll see you guys next Monday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this will be
I-
up Thursday, so it'll be up Monday. Oh, and I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of the other ones, but there'll be a video up every Monday and Thursday.
Yeah.
I should
Oh.
probably make a video to kind of say that.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So every Monday and Thursday. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on my YouTube account, Doucher14. Now I'm going to put it on my I'm gonna make a playlist of all of Nami's videos. So I guess I'll direct traffic to his channel. Obviously, I mean I'm doing stuff on his channel. I want to make sure that people know, hey, I'm on this guy's channel, and obviously, getting exposure to you guys and you guys.
Anyways, you guys good to
Anyway.
wrap it up?
Yep. Let's end.
Thanks for watching. Or listening. Same diff.